Welcome back to the program. Time to look at some hot topics that's got a lot of women talking at the moment. Angela Mollard joins us along with Sharon Witt, Deborah Thomas and Kelly Landry. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
You're all looking quite spectacular, I'd just like to say that at the outset. Especially you, Sharon.
Thank you,
now, I guess all women, you know, we take a bit of pride in our appearance. We love to go shopping, most people, and fashion can be a tough one. But would you let your husband or your partner choose your outfit? There is a woman in the UK who has never been happier. He chose her outfits compared to what she wore, and she is loving it. So we asked our ladies this morning to let their husbands do the choosing. Just a little snapshot, and let me start with Angela Mollard. Coffee, tea or me, is it?
Yes, exactly. No, I'm the air hostess. In fact, this would be his fantasy. This is me. Glasses, scarf, slightly low neckline, but this is his real fantasy. That's what he loves. He loves the throwing the hair around. So
But
yes,
actually, this
is what he chose. This is what he chose.
genuinely
Sad,
this morning.
isn't it? I know.
And now, Sharon Witt,
Yes.
do tell.
Well, Kerri-Anne...
Your husband chose this.
Yes, he chose this.
What year?
Well, I actually wore this to a 70s party. Now, my husband had the entire wardrobe to choose from, all my nice... I'm a very conservative dresser. All my lovely tops, and he pulled that out. And my children were on the bed just going, please, Mum, don't do it, please don't. But, as you'd said, please, your husband has to choose. He said, it'll look great. I love that. Short dress, high heels, and it's just totally not me.
So if you were going out on a date night, that's what he'd want you to wear?
Yes, never, never. And these girls had to convince me to wear the dress.
Now, Deborah, I know VTech, and he chose?
He chose the very short, tight dress with the black stockings. I think probably a lot of things he chose you can't see actually on camera today.
That's all right. Tell us more.
The short. Well, I've got matching knickers and bra, which is very unusual for me.
And he chose those as well.
Well,
we need all the detail.
He certainly chose my high heels. Now I'm nearly 6 feet tall, so I've got a 3-inch stiletto, which I'm going to fall off. I think off pretty soon. But I've got those, and he did suggest that I make sure that I put my leopard skin scarf on to go with my red lips.
Very
and I would
good.
probably, if I'd had
I'll
time,
let you
had red
take that
nails
off because
as well.
it interferes with the mic. But it's the leopard skin, it's the high heels and the red lips.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
says what's
And the short, tight dress. That's
And
right for work.
But let's not forget the underwear. Kelly, you a little bit more of a challenge for you.
It was a bit more of a challenge for my husband this morning, and I have to say, God bless him. I got off the line. He didn't want to interfere too much because he knows that nothing fits me. So he chose my jacket for me, which, incidentally enough, when I bought this jacket, he rolled his eyes and said, "Why are you buying another jacket?" It's now his favourite jacket in my wardrobe. So, but yes, I did get off scot-free this morning. I've got to choose the rest of my outfit myself.
Having deep and meaningful discussions on your dressing sense from your said husbands, has any of this surprised you, and what do you think it actually says about your husband that you didn't know before?
Really interesting. That he's quite classical. I don't know. I think probably Deb, your husband's similar. A nice slim fitting line, something you can see the body, and I clack around in combat pants and sort of sloppy jumpers and that sort of thing. And it's actually a real lesson that it's nice to get dressed up sometimes. You know, it's actually nice to wear something a bit more figure-hugging.
I wondered with the air hostess look that Angela has, whether she's married to Ray Fiennes.
Mile High Club for me.
And what is it telling you about your husband?
Well, my husband often says to me, you dress very conservatively. However, Kerri-Anne, I teach teenage boys most days. You know, 14, 15-year-old boys. I am going to dress conservatively when I teach.
No,
Could you imagine it? Can you imagine me teaching this tomorrow? Go, morning, boys. I mean, I have to be conservative. I'm an educator. Yes, it might.
But I mean, what does it tell you? If you're going out for, your husband, leave the kids at home, you're going out for dinner.
Yeah. He wants legs. He wants legs and height.
Legs and height.
And I'm usually pants and, nice shirt and,
Would you do that because you knew it pleased him? Or
I wouldn't be wearing this again.
But would you, let's just assume, take it into the 21st century. Yeah. Would you do legs and heels for him?
Just to go out for dinner, maybe, I would. But I wouldn't.
To please him?
Yeah, to please him I would, but I wouldn't be letting him choose my outfits every day.
What about you?
My husband actually has really good taste, I think. I mean, he likes a bit of leg and a heel and a, you know, show it off if you're in shape. If you're in shape. So I value his opinion.
Would you do it often?
What, ask him? Or
yes.
wear what he wears? I would say I ask him most times before I go out. I say, what do you think? And he's pretty honest. He'll tell me if something doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm really lucky. My husband, I think, has very good taste as well. And he is very honest with his answers, which is why I ask. I don't ask somebody, how do I look, if I just want them to tell me, oh, you look great, when you really clearly look like a hippo.
It's pretty hard pressed to make you look ugly. Let me tell you, Kel. Bit of a challenge for the rest of us, but you know, you're cooking. Well, I'm pleased to know that everybody has an aspect of their relationship that they actually would go out of their way to please the man that they live with. It's nice.
Well, can I just say something? I remember once with Nicole Kidman asking her about an outfit she was wearing when she was married to Tom Cruise, and I was shocked when she said to me that Tom buys and chooses all her clothes.
Wow.
I mean, it was a stunning outfit by Karl Lagerfeld, but I thought therein...
Perhaps that's why they're divorced.
Yeah. all of them is a bit of a stretch. Okay, this we've been talking about this morning, girls. A British man is, in fact, making headlines around the world. He's about to father his 15th child with his 13th lover. Jamie Cumming does not have a job, and so all of the mothers of his children rely on welfare. Now, even his mother has come out and said, my son is hopeless, he has to get a job to try and support these children. So, what sort of job would Jamie Cumming get? We know what he's good at. What does that qualify him for?
Well, I think he should go and be a vet, and in the process neuter himself. That's what I would be suggesting. That's the job.
I like that. Sharon, you teach teenage boys. Maybe there's something in it for you tomorrow.
Oh, my goodness, mind boggles. What I'm immediately thinking of is, as an educator, I'm dealing with the crux of, the fallout of this. We get the kids when they're from, numerous families and numerous fathers, and we're dealing with them at the root of the cause, which is really difficult, when the kids are going to have to deal with this for years and years and years to come. I'm actually thinking more about the children's welfare here and not having a father present.
Yeah, and it's clearly nobody can get through to him. What could and should be done about this bloke?
Look, he's got to stop doing this for a start. He's got to start to be a father to some of those kids. I know. I mean, it's quite extraordinary when you think about it. I mean, clearly it's a pattern. I mean, he's been doing this since he was 17 years old, so we're looking at about 12, 13 years. So I think he needs some psychological advice, to be honest.
I think the good that you can take from this is the article is now worldwide headlines, and his name is now worldwide headlines. So any woman with half a brain is not going to go near him. So hopefully,
every man at the pub is going,
it might put a stop to it.
The other thing that's really frustrating is he's not taking any financial responsibility for each of these children. It all falls back on the government.
Or emotional responsibility too, I think.
And these kids will grow up, and people like your good self will deal with them. Okay, we're going to try and have another little chat a little later, ladies, but first this is an idea for you.